Hi, this is Boris. Welcome to Sketchman Draws. So today we're going to look at how to capture simple postures. So before that, please like, share and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't. You can also check out my content at www.sketchmanboris.com. Of course, you can also follow me on Instagram, sketchman_Boris, and for my comic strips at Comics by Boris. So this picture is from Will Eisner's Expressive Anatomy, and we all know that people can draw this, right? Like really simple stick figures. So I'm going to show you like how we can break down this really complex skeleton into simple stick figures so that we can use that and apply that to draw simple postures. Okay. So I'm just going to do as I usually do, which is reduce the transparency of the picture and then draw over it. For the head, I simplified with an oval. Now, when you're looking at this, an oval, you have to keep in mind, you have to try to see it in 3 dimensions. So it's not really an oval, just imagine it as an egg. So the 2 points of the shoulders are here, so that will be where the shoulder will be, and of course the arm and forearm, the elbow area, the wrist, and the hand. I have other videos where I teach you how to draw hands in different angles, so go check that out for hands. And of course the backbone is very important, and the 2 lines there will represent the pelvic bone and the legs, knee and ankles, and of course the feet. So yeah, so basically this is what you have to keep in mind. So this is the model that we are going to try to find in the pictures that we are trying to draw, or the postures that we are trying to capture. So I'm going to draw this again. Again, we start with the oval. We have another stick for the neck. That line sort of represents the shoulder area. The backbone, which will cover where the torso will be, and the pelvic bone. So as I'm drawing this, so the idea is, of course, this is not a complete drawing, but it's a way to simplify things, right? And of course, for proportions, I've also done a video on that. Go check that out. I will also do another video on proportions. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. So by the way, I just want to let you know that this tutorial is actually one of the classes that I give for free online every Sunday, and you can check out in the link for my meetup group. You can join. I teach the workshop through Zoom, and so this is my next topic, so I just wanted to do the video beforehand. And in this video we're going to cover only standing pose. I'll cover the other poses in the following videos. And of course this will be the structure, and in my opinion, if you capture the structure, you will be able to capture the full posture. And actually structure is important for any object or any subject that you're trying to draw. So here I took an example, this picture. So all the pictures that I've taken are from Pinterest, and I've added them to my wall called How to Draw References. The link is also in the link in the description, so you can also use them to practice if you want. So I'm going to do the same thing I did. So this is just to show you that you can also break down even the most complex drawings. So of course, the level of detail that you'll bring really depends on your skills and the time you have. So same here, like the egg and the neck. So her backbone is really straight. So our pelvic bone will be there somewhere. Okay. So her shoulder, we see it will be there. Of course, we can't see her left arm. It's on the other side. But we can draw her right arm. and the legs are straight down, and she's wearing high heels, so her feet are lifted off the ground, right? I mean, her heels are lifted off the ground. So this is basically the simplified version of that picture, right? So this is when you're trying to draw, this is what you should be looking for if you're trying to capture the posture. So I'm going to draw again on the side, just to show you again. So you can draw along, or you can play this video again several times and practice. So just one thing about the end. I know I'm going to cover this in the video about proportions. I'll give some details and so like for example, if you're wearing trousers, there's a reason why the side pockets are there where they are, because that's where the hands fall, right? So that gives you an idea on where the length of the arm, right? So that the arm should come till then. So now here I'm taking a different color and just drawing the outline. I'm not going into details, just to show you that once you have the structure established, and then you can go on and do the details like these. So here I'm just doing the outline just to show you um, how this can be applied. So like for example, if you are trying to draw someone, so if you want sketch, you are sitting in a cafe and you want to sketch someone, and you can you do this, you capture the pose first, and then you can take your time to fill in the details. And of course, like every method that I'm teaching, where every breakdown that I'm teaching, the more you draw, the more practice and mileage you get in your drawing. You won't need to do this. Like you'll be directly able to do that. Like which means that this part will become muscle memory, which means that you'll be able to see the simplified structure in your head. So for this picture, again, same thing. It will also in Pinterest. I just reduced the opacity because just to a little bit make the because I think the shadows were really dark and we couldn't see the difference between the torso and the arm there. So I just wanted to make it a little bit clearer, I guess. So I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to capture, and we're not going to focus on the eyes, the body parts. We're just going focusing on the posture. So here, for example, her neck is not really straight. So it's a little bit, she's sort of like, her neck is sort of coming out, protruding from her body, and then she's looking to the side. So same thing here for the shoulders. So I try to find where the shoulder is. So I try to imagine like what the position of the backbone will be, and same as the pelvic area. Of course, this model of stick figures can change because depending on the person you're trying to draw. So for example, if you're trying to draw a monster, of course the proportions will be different. If you're trying to draw a superhero, or if you're trying to draw like a cartoon character, this will also be different. So I'll do other videos on sitting and walking, and then I'll do a video on how to like sort of play with the proportions once you are able to draw this structure. So I'm just again, same thing. I'm just going to put the outline here, and I think you'll and again you'll see, I'll notice I needed to make a correction on the shoulder there. So but I'll get to that in a moment. So yeah, I just noticed that shoulder was a little bit too high compared to the picture, and uh, and it's also, as you can see, it's really easy to correct. And instead of drawing again, same thing, like the purpose of these things is to prepare your drawing so that you don't get frustrated when you've drawn all the details and then it looks wrong. So first start with a really solid, really good structure, and then your details on and what you draw over it will be fine. So here, another example of someone standing. So when I'm drawing that oval, which is an egg, I try to sort of imagine it like, if the head is straight, okay, I'll draw it straight, but the head is a little bit leaning forward because she's leaning a little bit forward. Um, so then the head will also do the same thing. So I was also thinking that this method for, I think if you have enough time for live drawing, I think you can do that. For example, you can take a really soft like pencil that you won't be able to see, and then draw this, and then of course use that as a foundation to draw. Um, but if you have like really quick poses, I don't think you'll have time. But I think this is first of all like very important to at least have this reflex to like to help you visualize what you're trying to draw. And I think, like I've mentioned many times in my videos, the visualization part is very important, because if you can't make it simple for yourself, you can't draw. So it's the same process that I've done so many times, which is like you break it down and you build it back up. So, and that's what artists do, which is like you break down reality and then you build it back up in your own terms and in your own style. I admit, like the I feel like I made her a little bit different, because I think her skirt is not as I mean, actually, in general, she's not as wide as I've drawn her, but and you'll see, like, I'll correct a little bit, which is okay, but I think it will capture the expression and the posture that I was going for. So again, you can, like I said, play this video again, draw along, and I'm trying to avoid like speeding up and doing those speed drawings, because I feel like, to be at least me personally, when I see other people do speed drawing, I don't learn things, and I want to teach people. I want you to have some take out some sort of value from what I'm doing here. So so I hope you've learned something from this. And so yeah, so I think the point is to keep practicing. And one advice that I would give is, here I used pictures because that's what usually most people use, and that's what most people are trying to draw, actually, right? They're trying to draw realistic postures. But I think if you're really struggling with like real postures, or if you want to make it more interesting for yourself, you can also try like whatever you like, whatever you're gravitating towards. Like if you're gravitating towards like video game characters, go for like try to draw video game characters. Like if you're trying to draw, if you like cartoon characters, try to draw cartoon characters. Like but the approach is the same, as I will show you in one of my next videos. The and But it has to be fun. Like you don't force, like of course you have to figure out your weaknesses and work on them, but overall your experience has to be fun. Otherwise, the person who's looking at your art will feel it. So if it's not fun for you, it's not going to be fun for the person who's going to look at your art, right? So, but other than that, I just wanted to thank you for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe, and of course, check out my content here, which is displayed on the screen. And this is Boris for Sketchman Draws, signing off.